Hello everyone, I hope that you are all having an amazing Christmas time right now. So I have actually done all of my Christmas wrapping and it's all just under the tree in that direction there. So the Christmas wrapping's done. We've got a lot of our Christmas food in because we're having people over at Christmas and New Year. So I've got a lot of food in for that, food and drinks and things like that. And it is starting to feel really Christmassy. Definitely. And very soon David and I are going on our hotel stay to film Christmas with the Shohet. So that's going to be coming out on Christmas Day. So keep an eye out for that. It's going to be so festive. We're doing like Christmas presents, festive walks, festive food. I cannot wait. But you know what? I am thinking about the new year, 2025, and I'm thinking so many things at the moment, big things I have planned for the new year. And when I was kind of planning things, one of the things I really need to do, and I meant to do it this year but I didn't, is I need to have a clear out of clothes, of handbags, of shoes. And I did do a big handbag sale this year with Luxury Promise. And I think when did I do that? Like May or something? April, May. Maybe June, can't remember, it was sometime around there. And I sold loads of bags that I wasn't using, and with each of those bags there was a story to tell. With every bag I buy, I don't flippantly just go and buy, there is a story behind it. So I'm going to show you several bags that I'm thinking of selling this coming year, 2025, and I'm going to tell you like the story behind each one. I'm also going to explain where I'm going to be selling these and why. So if there's anything you like, I mean, I might change my mind, I might add to this, I might remove some from this, but right now in my clear out, these are some of the things I'm thinking of selling. So the first one, which I'm not surprised about, it's this, it's the Dior book tote in the largest size. I feel like, I don't know how you feel, but I feel like this bag has had its day. That's just my opinion. You know, you might completely disagree. You might have asked for one from Santa for Christmas and this is on the way to you. But for me, I bought this at the end of 2018 and I feel as though it's a bag that was very, very popular back then, but has now been faked all over the place and therefore looks really commonplace. And I think the same thing happened, you know, in my opinion, with the Neverfull from Louis Vuitton. Kind of the Speedy, but more so the Neverfull. I feel if you go back, I know they've re-energized that bag and they've done the one where you can flip it inside out now, which I do like. And they've got it in the smaller size, which is more of a handbag. But I feel that if you go back sort of 12, 15 years, the Neverfull was so iconic, it was so chic, and then the fake market got hold of it and you just started seeing it everywhere. And I know that some of you are all for fakes, and this is not a video to do with what I think about fakes, but it's just to kind of put like my thoughts out there, which is that as soon as something gets faked, it's over. In my opinion, as soon as something mass produced gets faked, it's done. And I see lots of fakes of this bag, some really bad ones. There are some fakes out there and you're like, oh my God, like that's so bad, that's so bad. But then there are some not so bad ones, and just all in all, I'm not feeling it. I use this as my gym bag and my plan is going to be to sell it. Oh God, it's heavy. This is a heavy bag, you know, just to let you know, if you're thinking about getting that bag, they're really heavy. I'm thinking about getting a Longchamp pliage, something. You know the bag that's like quite plain? I'm thinking about getting that. I feel like I'm getting to a point where I'm over big logos. I still like a big logo. Don't quote me on that. I still like a big logo, but I think that when it comes to something as brash as that bag, which it is, I love the bag, but I do feel it's very loud. I'm kind of like moving on a little bit. The next bag that I'm thinking of selling, and by the way, with that bag, the story I have to tell is it was not easy to get. I got it at its height of popularity at the end of 2018. You could either get in the blue or the dark maroon. I decided to get in the classic blue. I just felt like it was worked with more of my wardrobe. And I remember at the time, do you remember Anne Lee? He used to be my salesperson in Dior. And I remember him contacting me saying, I just want to let you know that literally tomorrow the prices on everything's going up and the book tote's part of it. So I went in to Harrods that day and I bought the bag, and I bought it for £1,950, which is a lot, but it's not as much as it is now. Great bag. It's in very good condition. I have a base shaper on it, so it hasn't sagged at all. It's in fab condition. But yeah, just kind of over it a little bit. The next one is this. This is the other one I'm thinking about selling. This is the YSL Toy Lulu. And the story behind this, so this is in like the beigey kind of colour. The story behind this, I bought this, I think in 2018 as well. And I remember getting it on Louis Vuitton. I used to shop on there a lot. I haven't actually shopped on there for a long time. I really like Farfetch. I still get a lot from Farfetch, although they don't do those coupon codes anymore, which is really disappointing. They used to be so handy, did they not? I actually still have a lot of you write to me on Instagram DM and on email saying, do you still get those coupon codes? Because I want to buy something right now and I need a code. And I'm like, unfortunately, they stopped that, which was a big disappointment. They were so good. But I bought this. And do you know what? I got a feeling I bought it with a coupon code that happened to work on Saint Laurent. And I remember this was fresh, new out as a bag. What is good about it is you can wear it as like a little clutch. But what is really good, it comes with a crossbody strap that's a decent length. So you can wear this hands-free. It looks very chic. Why am I selling it? It's just a little bit too small for me now. And it's not a bag that I'm reaching for. Not the way I used to anyway, and that's the reason why I'm thinking about selling it. But this bag now is a lot more money than what it was back then. So I think with all of these, definitely with all of these, I would try and get market value for them now. Does that make sense? Obviously that makes sense. I've got like a couple of Chanels that I'm going to show you. The next one is this. And this is the Louis Vuitton My LV or my Louis Vuitton something. My something, I'm not sure. So the story behind this, it's a very nice bag. But I bought this in San Moritz when I went skiing back at the beginning of 2019. And I went skiing with my friend Phil, and I know some of you saw that video because I vlogged it. And San Moritz is a very bougie place. There are designer stores there, beautiful bars and restaurants. It's really expensive if you want to eat out. Like, we figured that out quite early on. We went to this restaurant and like the menu was like crocodile and stuff like that, and we were like, what? And it was really pricey. And I remember we just went with it. For that first day, we just were like, okay, let's pay the money and have a good time. And we did have a good time. But that's what the place is like. And on the second to last day, I said to my friend Phil, I said, there's this one bag I really want from Louis Vuitton. And because the designer stores there are up in the mountains, they don't have every single bag on offer. That makes sense, because they have to get them there by train or however they get them there. There's a train that goes up. So I didn't know that they'd have this. But I went in and they had it. And so for me, this has got really good memories. There's something so bougie about going designer shopping in the Alps, in the mountains. There's something really, really glam feeling about that. And I also got a wallet, not the matching wallet. I got the twist wallet. You know, the one with the LV on the front that literally twists. I got that. But I don't use it. I don't use this bag. I should use it because it's very classic. It's very elegant, I feel. And it's got the logo on there if you're into a logo. But it's not a bag I use. It's got a non-removable strap, which is perfect to be worn on the shoulder, or you can wear this crossbody. you definitely can. Is there anything in this bag? Do you know, I've got this thing where I'll get out a bag that I haven't used in ages, and I open it and it will have like a lipstick in it that I lost 2 years ago and never found, and you know, an old wallet that still has money in it, you know, all of this kind of thing. The next thing I'm thinking about selling is this. This is a Versace bag, and I actually have the matching sneakers, and I have not worn either. The sneakers are a size EU 40, which is a UK 7, and they still have their label. They still have their security tags on them that I never removed. And I'm thinking that I might sell the bag separately to the sneakers, just because you might want the bag and you're not my shoe size. So, but this is what it looks like close up. It's a really nice bag, but it's one that I haven't used. That's what it's like on the back. And it's got this, it's actually quite nice. It's got a crossbody shoulder strap, which you could remove that. But look at this. See this gold chain? So you can clip this on the bag. So you basically, you would remove this one, and you can wear the bag using that. So it's quite nice. It's quite versatile, I feel, that you've got those two different options, and it's a nice bag. It's just not one I'm using. Now for a Chanel, I've got two Chanels. The first is this, which is a vintage piece, and it's got the double C logo on the top there. It's got the 24 karat gold hardware, and it's got a little pocket on the back that you could keep like cards in. It also has the same pocket on the front, and then on the inside, I actually keep in here, I'll show you, I keep in here one of these, which are these bamboo pouches. They're really good because they hold the shape of your bag, stop it from being like crumpled, but also they help to remove any humidity, any damp, and you can wear it on your shoulder. You can also wear it crossbody. Really, really good bag, but one I don't reach for. But the story behind that is I actually bought this off, I found this lady that, this was a while ago now, she basically buys and sells pre-loved bags, and she doesn't do it anymore, but at the time I bought a lot from her, including like a little Chanel flap bag. This was going back a long time, and she was like buying the stuff really cheap, and I don't think she realised what she was buying and selling. Like not as in she was buying and selling fakes and was clueless about it, but when it came to the prices of things, she was trying to set up her own business doing it, and I don't think that she had the customer base who were willing to pay market rate for things. So she was selling things for like a little bit cheaper than they probably should be, and I bought this from her, and I did wear this for a long time, absolutely loved it. But I've got other vintage Chanel bags now, like the classic flap, that I'm just using more. And then the final one, oh my god, for a minute I thought it had dye transfer on it. It does not. It is this, and that is the true colour of this bag. It is lemon sorbet yellow. It's caviar. It's the cocoa top handle, which I'm not sure whether they make anymore. It's in pristine condition. I'll just show you a close-up of it there so that you can see the sort of texture on the bag and the back of it just there, and the sides. It really is a gorgeous colour. And then if I show you the, oh, it's beautiful. And it comes with its authenticity card. The little vintage one that I just showed you does not come with its authenticity card because it's so old, and it didn't come with it when I bought it, which is another reason why I got it for a good price. But this one, I just connect the straps. This is the crossbody, and it's actually not a crossbody strap. This is very much a shoulder strap. So if you're a crossbody person, this bag is not for you unless you go and buy like a third-party chain handle, which you could. But this is very much a shoulder bag, or to be used as a top handle. And the story behind this, I bought this in exactly 2017. May, I think it was, and I bought it from Terminal 3 at Heathrow, and David and I were going on holiday to Crete. Do you remember this? Because I actually did a vlog of us in Crete, and I found this absolutely beautiful hotel over there, and when we arrived they had dates for us, and tiny cups of coffee, and like all this welcome platter. They had like a reception that was very mosaic, Middle Eastern looking. It was a brand new hotel, freshly built. It was very like Ibiza vibes there, because our room was around the pool and they played music all day long, and the bar was in the swimming pool, so you sort of like walked out to it in the shallow end. It was just a gorgeous hotel. And on the way there, I had a look in Chanel at Heathrow, and they had this bag, and there was something about it caught my eye. I mean, it still catches my eye now, and this is one that I might change my mind on. I will caveat that and say I might not sell this one. But the reason why I am thinking about selling it is it's not one that I've used in a very long time. Though I do love it, and I do love the colour, but I feel like this bag is probably better if you live in a warmer climate where you can wear lighter colours throughout the year. Whereas in the UK, you know, there's only a few months of the year. Even though I do wear my summer bags in winter, colours like this really is spring, summer, you know? Like pinks and stuff, I can get it to work in the winter, but I think when it comes to lemon yellow. So where am I going to be selling everything? So the first thing I want to say is, in the nicest way possible, please don't watch this video and then email me and be like, can I buy it? Because that's not how I'm going to do it. I'm going to sell everything through Luxury Promise. And the reason why I do that is I've been stung before with scammers who have bought from me pretending to be subscribers. Well, they might be subscribers actually. And then they've done chargebacks when the item has arrived with them. And they've, like, one person said nothing to me, like literally the item arrived and we were talking, communicating, and then I emailed and was like, oh, just want to check you love your item, I can see it arrived. Heard nothing from that point on, then got a charge back. Thankfully I got to keep my money, because this person, they'd signed for it using their own name, and the postman had actually taken a picture of them handing the parcel over. It was just stupid. What happens to people? Does anyone work at a bank? If you're watching this, what happens to people that do fraud when it comes to chargebacks? Does anything happen to them? I would like to think that they get declined credit, because it's fraud to do that. That's a whole other topic, but I would love to get your thoughts on that. If you know anything at all about that topic, let me know. But yeah, I'm going to sell everything through Luxury Promise. It will be sometime in the new year. And I would just say keep watching the videos, and Instagram for that, because I will announce on both of those when the sale actually occurs. So I hope that you've enjoyed just hanging out. Keep watching, because there are going to be more Christmassy videos coming up. And I'll see you in the next video.